Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Locrine, and today we get to hear from Brutus in Act 1, Scene 2. So Act 1, Scene 1 was just sort of a prologue with the goddess Ate describing to us the dumb show that just happened where a lion was chasing a bear but then got killed by an archer. And this is going to be a metaphor for what we see. And the lion in this metaphor is Brutus, who we're going to hear from. Brutus is, at the beginning of this play, a very old man, and you'll hear in this monologue sort of exactly how old he is. But he had conquered all sorts of territories all throughout England, or all throughout Europe. And this is sort of before England was a thing, but the area of land where England is now is called Albion. And in this Act 1, Scene 2, we're in the town of Troyviant, which is sort of where London is now. But Brutus is brought in on a chair, and his sons are there, and his brother is there, and some other assorted people. One of his sons is Locrine, so that's who this play is going to be about, is Brutus's son, Locrine. But he's brought in a chair, and he says to all of the people around him, "Most loyal lords and faithful followers, that have with me, unworthy general, passed the greedy gulf of the ocean, leaving the confines of fair Italy. Behold, your Brutus draweth nigh his end, and I must leave you, though against my will. My sinews shrunk, my numbered senses fail. A chilling cold possesseth all my bones. Black, ugly death, with visage pale and wan, presents himself before my dazzled eyes, and with his dart prepared is to strike. These arms, my lords, these never daunted arms, that oft have quelled the courage of my foes, and eke dismayed my neighbor's arrogance, now yield to death, o'erlaid with crooked age, devoid of strength and of their proper force, even as the lusty cedar worn with years, that far abroad her dainty odor throws mongst all the daughters of proud Lebanon. This heart, my lords, this ne'er appalled heart, that was a terror to the bordering lands, a doleful scourge unto my neighbor kings, now by the weapons of unpartial death is clove asunder and bereft of life, as when the sacred oak with thunderbolts sent from the fiery circuit of the heavens, sliding along the air's celestial vaults, is rent and cloven to the very roots. In vain, therefore, I struggle with this foe. Then welcome death, since God will have it so." So this is kind of a heavy way to start a play. I mean, we just saw a lion get killed, and now we have this guy come in and kick off the play with this speech about how his once great body is failing him. This is what he's saying. He's like, everybody that's here now, everybody that has fought with me and traveled with me and journeyed with me, I'm dying. My arms no longer have strength in them. My heart no longer has strength in it. It is cleaved in twain. It is, it's like when an oak gets struck with a thunderbolt and the tree just falls apart. And in the last two lines, he's like, I can't fight this anymore. I can't fight death. So I am going to welcome death. So we kick off the play with this once great man about to die. And of course, he's not going to die quickly. Like, this isn't the sort of thing where he just is gone. We need to hear from some of the people around him first. He's going to be around like through this scene, at least. And the next person that we're going to hear from is his brother, Assaracus, I believe is how you pronounce the name. We will hear from Assaracus in tomorrow's monologue as he responds to this "it's time for me to die" monologue that we just got from Brutus. So I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.